This magical liquid that millions of people reach for every day is supposed to miraculously take away your fatigue. But do you know what the dark secret behind these colorful cans is? Taurine is the very thing that's claimed to supercharge our bodies. But what does science say? Is all this hype really worth it? Or are we planting a metabolic time bomb inside our bodies? If you're concerned or anxious about heart palpitations or insomnia, or if you want to discover natural and healthy energy sources, such as those that don't cause unwanted side effects, stay right here with me until the end of this video, so you can learn the scientific truth about taurine and energy drinks, and also get to know some side effect-free and safe alternatives. Don't worry, you're not alone. Hello friends, I'm Dr. Farzaneh, a specialist in molecular medicine. Today, I want to reveal the secret behind one of the trendiest ingredients in the world of energy drinks, taurine. It's claimed that this miracle substance boosts energy and focus. But what's the reality? Is taurine really as harmless as they say? And more importantly, are there any natural alternatives out there to these energy drinks? Potentially? Stay with me until the end of this video, because we're going to get a lot of great scientific information. First of all, let's see what taurine is. Taurine is a natural amino acid that is both produced in the human body and also obtained through foods such as meat, fish, and dairy products, which are common dietary sources. But why do companies add it to energy drinks? It is widely claimed that taurine burns fat like fuel, helps to improve metabolism, reduces feelings of fatigue, and even makes muscles more resistant to wear and tear. It is also said to have a positive effect on overall brain function. Do you know what scientific research says about taurine? Scientific studies have shown that taurine can actually reduce fatigue by decreasing oxidative stress and improving calcium transmission in muscles. What effect does taurine actually have on the brain? Taurine boosts the production of GABA. GABA is the brain's natural calming agent, and as a result, it reduces stress without causing drowsiness. Research has shown that taurine can improve short-term memory by 80%. What is the effect of taurine on muscles? Taurine regulates calcium in muscle cells, which both prevents cramps and increases explosive power. Related studies have proven that athletes who consume taurine become fatigued 26% later. Of course, taurine also has anti-aging effects. Wow! Taurine can help keep telomeres, the protective caps on DNA, longer, which slows down cellular aging. Related research has shown that among the studied mice, the group that received taurine lived 20% longer. But where is the problem? The problem is that there is a fatal flaw. Taurine itself is very beneficial and appropriate on its own. It has many positive effects on the body. But the taurine found in energy drinks does not work alone. When it is combined with sugar and caffeine, it turns into a bomb and can almost be considered similar to an addictive drug. In fact, you could say that energy drinks contain a combination of taurine, a high amount of caffeine, and sugar. Excessive consumption of these artificial compounds leads to heart palpitations, insomnia, and dependency, or in other words, addiction. Well, this is a very negative effect, and it is not good for the body. Now that you know how taurine can turn your body into a supercharged machine, the important question is there a way to gain this power without the side effects of industrial drinks? Don't miss the rest of the video because it's full of useful information. As I mentioned, taurine is a secret metabolic weapon. The good news is that our bodies can absorb it through nutrient-rich foods and can even produce some of this molecule on their own. If we provide the right raw materials, this way we can enjoy all the benefits of this good amino acid without the side effects of chemical drinks. There are 4 natural ways to boost taurine in the body. The amount of taurine in foods is measured in milligrams per 100 grams of raw material. The main source is in meat and poultry. Ground beef contains about 40 to 60 milligrams of taurine per 100 grams of raw meat. Chicken meat, especially the thigh, contains about 30 to 50 milligrams of taurine. Chicken breast contains about 10 to 20 milligrams of taurine. Interestingly, fish and seafood are also good sources of taurine. Salmon contains about 40 to 80 milligrams of taurine. Tuna contains about 40 to 70 milligrams of taurine, and shellfish contain about 300 to 500 milligrams of taurine, making them one of the highest sources of taurine. Shrimp contains about 50 to 100 milligrams of taurine. Other food sources include eggs and dairy products. Egg yolk contains about 50 to 80 milligrams of taurine. Cow's milk contains about 2 to 5 milligrams, which is a very small amount of taurine. Interestingly, the liver and internal organs of mammals, especially beef liver, contain about 50 to 100 milligrams of taurine. Breast milk and raw dairy products also contain taurine. An interesting point is that breast milk has the highest concentration of taurine. And this is good news for infants who are breastfed, as it leads to higher intelligence in babies who are fed with breast milk. Goat cheese and goat milk are also excellent sources of taurine. Plants do not contain taurine, but there is one exception here, and it's good news for vegetarians. Seaweed is the only plant-based source that contains a good amount of taurine. Of course, pumpkin seeds and sesame seeds also contain taurine precursors. With certain nutrients, you can turn your body into a taurine-producing factory. How? By using nutrients that contain vitamin B6, which is abundant in bananas and spinach, and substances rich in zinc, which are plentiful in oysters and lamb. Cysteine, which is found in garlic, onions, and broccoli, is also an excellent source for producing taurine. Well, the golden tip is that if you are vegetarian, don't forget to eat free-range eggs and seaweed. This combination can cover 80% of your daily needs. Now, I think it's important to tell you another key point. To preserve the maximum amount of taurine in foods, the cooking method is very important. Because taurine is a water-soluble compound and may partially break down at high temperatures. Next, we'll review the best cooking methods for preserving taurine. The best cooking method for preserving taurine is steaming. Why? Because there is less direct contact with water and nutrients are not lost in the water. Of course, it's suitable for cooking fish, shrimp, shellfish, chicken, and vegetables. In this method, 80 to 90% of the taurine is preserved. The second method is barbecuing or grilling. Why? Because the dry and quick heat results in less taurine loss compared to boiling. Of course, this method is suitable for chicken, fish, and red meats. Of course, you shouldn't let the meat burn, so don't turn the heat up too high because taurine is destroyed at high temperatures. With grilling, you can preserve between 70 to 85% of the taurine. Of course, quick sautéing, where the cooking time is very short and the meat is only lightly sautéed, can also preserve between 75 to 80% of the taurine. Baking in the oven can also preserve about 70 to 80% of taurine. Why? because even dry heat without immersing in water preserves taurine better, which is suitable for cooking fish, chicken, and meat. The worst cooking method for taurine is boiling. Taurine is water soluble and up to 50% of it leaches into the water. Of course, the solution is that if you have to boil, be sure to use the chicken or meat broth. You can use it in soups or sauces. The worst cooking method that destroys taurine the most is deep frying, because high heat destroys taurine. So as much as possible, avoid deep frying foods like meat, chicken, and fish. You see how simple and easy it is to maintain good levels of taurine in your body and benefit from it with a great diet. As I mentioned, your body is a professional laboratory. It absorbs natural taurine gradually. But the industrial high-dose version is like an electric shock. It disrupts your metabolism and is harmful to your body. So next time you feel tired, instead of opening an energy drink can, it's better to try a boiled free-range egg and some seaweed. If you'd like the recipe for delicious seaweed, leave me a comment and I'll send it to you. Also, keep in mind that if you always feel tired, instead of turning to energy drinks and chemical medications, try to find the root cause. Anemia, lack of sleep, or stress could be to blame. I recommend getting a simple checkup. I hope this video was helpful for you. Remember, nature always has the best remedies. If you'd like to know how you can get your daily energy without chemicals, or if you need a superfood energy diet, be sure to leave me a comment and I'll send it to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Have you ever tried energy drinks before? Or how much do you believe that energy drinks are actually good for our bodies? Be sure to check out the channel's videos. I've shared lots of useful and healthy content. I love you all. Take care of your health.